Some of you may have seen ads that were running as part of ConnCAN's campaign this year. It's called Get Smart Connecticut. This campaign is about public schools and about spreading the word that when it comes to public education in Connecticut, things are nowhere near as good as a lot of us would like to believe. It's certainly true that Connecticut continues to have some outstanding public schools. Indeed, we're proud to celebrate many of these through our Success Stories project at ConnCAN. But when it comes to the big picture, we've got big problems. We are really not headed down the right track in educating our kids in Connecticut. And this is why we need to get smart and step up with some fundamental reforms. We've got the worst achievement gap in the country, and even our top performing students are falling behind. A lot of people are surprised to hear this. These are some tough facts to face. So in the next couple of minutes, I want to really dig in and show you what this means for our kids. So, first, let's talk about Connecticut's top students and how they stack up nationally. What we're looking at here is data from the National Assessment of Educational Progress, also called the Nation's Report Card. And here we're looking at 8th grade math, and we're looking across all 50 states at the top 10% of test takers on that test across all the states. And what we see here is that in Connecticut, our top students are barely cracking the top 10 among the states. And what's even more concerning, our top students are over a year behind the top students in Massachusetts, which is leading the nation. And unfortunately, it's the same story internationally. What we have here is data from the PISA exam, and this is looking at 15-year-olds across all of the countries and their math performance. And what we see here is that Connecticut is behind 29 countries and the top states like Massachusetts when it comes to the percentage of students that are achieving at the advanced level on this test. In fact, in the countries that are leading the world, students are scoring at the advanced level at up to 4 times as high as they are in Connecticut. For example, in Switzerland, Finland, Korea, Hong Kong. And in Connecticut, we're on par with countries like Hungary and Lithuania. So the picture gets even worse when we look at low-income and minority student performance in Connecticut. And this is where we look at the achievement gap. And what we see here is that in every subject, reading, math, science, and every grade tested, the gap between low-income and students of color and their white, non-poor peers is about 3 grade levels. That's the largest gap in the nation. So let's look at that in a little more detail when it comes to 8th grade math. And again, we're going back to that same data set, the National Assessment of Educational Progress. We look across all 50 states, and here, with the smallest gap, we see that, on average, 8th grade students in that state are performing about a year and a half behind everyone else. But we get to Connecticut, and on average, low-income students in Connecticut in 8th grade are performing math at about 3.5 grade levels behind everyone else, about halfway through the 4th grade level. And in fact, when we look at reading, we see similar data. Low-income African-American and Hispanic 4th graders, about 80% of them are not reading at grade level. And unfortunately, the research is clear. If a child can't read at grade level by 4th grade, they face a huge struggle to catch up in the later grades. And simply put, this means they may never graduate from high school. And in fact, 1 in 5 of Connecticut's high schoolers is dropping out every year. That's about 10,000 kids per year. You could fill UConn's Gamble Pavilion, the basketball arena, with all of the kids every year that are dropping out of our high schools. So what does this all mean? It's a huge personal tragedy for these kids and their families, because the jobs for high school dropouts in Connecticut just aren't there anymore. But it's also a huge blow for our whole state's economic prosperity, because each year that we let this dropout crisis continue, our economy is losing about $2.5 billion a year in lost earnings. Jobs just aren't out there unless they're for college grads. And the worst part is that if we don't reverse these trends, Connecticut is going to have the terrible distinction of actually increasing the percentage of high school dropouts in our workforce over the next decade, while at the same time decreasing the percentage of college graduates. So make no mistake, the path we are on is unsustainable. So what can we do about it? We're going to need our state leaders to take some bold actions, and in my next Smart Board session, I'll talk more about how we can start solving these problems this year with great teachers in every classroom and a smarter way to distribute our precious education dollars. We have a long way to go. The time to get smart is now.